What is up, YouTube? How to get over the fear of cold calling. A lot of people hit me up. They're like, how do I get over the fear of cold calling? Or sometimes you've cold called already, but you're just avoiding it throughout the day, right? If you're in wholesale real estate, cold calling is the one thing that must be done. It cannot be avoided. That is the income producing activity that you need to do. If you are in wholesale real estate, somebody's got to call them eventually. Somebody has to do it. So in this video, I'm gonna give you some practical guidance and steps and tips how to get over that fear of cold calling, what to do when you're in the cold call, and just really helping you get over it. How you're supposed to sound on every cold call, and what really, helps you get over the fear. Because, I used to have the fear of cold calling. My students, had the fear of cold calling, a lot of them. But as soon as you get in my program, you're getting over that. You're calling somebody day one. You go through the course and you're calling somebody day one. I'm going to be there with you, in your ear, telling you what to say, how to say it, guiding you, motivating you throughout the phone call. But that's the first thing you got to get over. All that fear crap, get it out the window. So let's get into it. So I got what to say on the cold call, how to say it, and then just bonus tips. I didn't really know what to title it, but these are very, very important. Okay, let's get into what to say when you're cold calling, okay? Especially if you're a beginner. If you're a beginner, you have to have an intro to every phone call. Every single phone call needs to start off the same, right? Or it needs to have the same structure. Not every phone call is the same. Obviously not. Every phone call is different. Some people answer the phone heated, calling your name. Some people, answer the phone very skeptical, scared. They want you to, say who you are, who you work with, right off dump before anything even gets anywhere. Okay? But every structure of a phone call should start off the same. Right? You need to have an intro. Okay, my intro is, hey, I was calling about your house on Zillow. How you doing today? Or, hey, I was calling about your house on 123 Main Street. How you doing today? Yeah, I've seen it on Zillow. I'm possibly interested in making a cash offer. Is now a bad time? Awesome. What's your name, by the way? My name's Isaiah. Nice to meet you. So me and my partners, just to tell you a little bit about myself, Mr. Seller, me and my partners, we buy houses either to fix and flip or to keep them as a rental. And right now we're just looking to add a few more into our portfolio. My partners are the ones who actually seen your listing on Zillow, and they just wanted me to reach out to you, ask you a few questions, just see if it's something that we would put in our portfolio or not. If it is, then by the end of the phone call, they'll have me give you an offer. But if not, I'll have a reason why. Is that fair? Awesome. Every single phone call has that intro to it. You should know your intro like the back of your hand, right? Now, do words get switched up? The structure of the intro never changes, but like words could change here and there, so I could put more personality into it, right? Like I said, just to tell you a little bit about myself, Mr. Seller, I am an investor. Me and my partners, we buy houses either to fix and flip or to keep them as a rental. And right now, we're just looking at a few more. My partners are the ones who actually saw this listing. They just wanted me to reach out to you, call you up, ask a few questions, see if it'll be a good fit or not. Something that we would put our money into, right? By the end of the phone call, after I've asked those questions, if it seems like something that they think that we would put our money into, right? They'll have me give you an offer, because they're ultimately my underwriter's gonna be ultimately the ones who come up with the offer and come up with the numbers. Does that make sense, Mr. Seller? I'd say it like that or whatever, but. So every single phone call needs to have an intro. You need to stick to it. The intro needs to introduce yourself, why you're calling, and they should know how you work and why you're calling them specifically and how the phone call is going to go. Set expectations for the entire phone call when you call them. In the first 30 seconds to minute of the phone call, they should have a clear expectation of how this phone call is going to go, right? I say, my partners are the ones who saw your listing on Zillow. They wanted me to reach out to you, right? So I'm not alone. My partners wanted me to reach out to you. I'm going to ask you some questions. And by the end of the phone call, if it gets approved, I'll have an offer for you. Does that make sense, Mr. Seller? Is that fair? Right? So have an intro. If you want my intro, if you want my script for cold calling houses on Zillow for wholesale real estate, just email me or add me on Instagram, DM me, and I'll send you that for free. The email and my Instagram is gonna be down in the description below. All right, script. You gotta have a script. You just gotta have a script. You gotta know what to say, and you gotta learn how to say the script. You can't just have a script and not use it. You have to learn how to stick to the script. Any millionaire, self-made millionaire that's in sales will tell you the importance of a script. As a beginner, as someone who might have an ego, who's never been in sales, and you think you got it all, you need to really get over the fear of, or get over that thought process of, oh, I don't need a script, or that script sounds dumb or something. Like, you need a script. You need to know what to say, and you need to stick to the script. The script is what guides you through the phone call. There's a start and there's the end, and there's a streamline from start to finish. And that script is that whole thing, is that streamline. You need to be able to get off the script when necessary, then get back on the script when necessary. You need to learn how to stick to the script. If you get off track, learn how to bring it back right to the script and streamline it to the finish, to the close. Have a script. You need to know what to say. If you want my script, email me or DM me on Instagram. All right, sales process. That's the streamline. Same thing. So we have the intro, fact find, pitch, offer, and close. That's the 5-step sales process by Eric Klein. Intro, fact find, pitch, offer, close. Have a sales process. You need to be able to walk through the sales process. Don't skip it. Some people just get on the phone, just go straight into the pitch and then offer. And then they don't even close. Like, have a sales process. Have it, study it. Whatever sales process you get, whoever your mentor is, study the process. You need to study the process of a sales process. How are you going to get somebody? How are you going to know what to do if you don't even know what to do? How are you going to go somewhere if you don't know where the destination is? You need a sales process, okay? Stick to that sales process. The script should be an outline for that sales process, and you need to memorize that script. Let me show y'all something. So this is a notebook full of, look, word tracks, right? This is all word tracks, guys. This is my script. I just wrote out my script. Like, I'm not playing. Like, when I tell you to do stuff, I did it. This is another me just writing the script over and over and over again. Just writing the script over. Word tracks, just writing them over and over. Because I wanted to get it in my brain, right? Look at this. I need to think about it. You can't see it. It says, I need to think about it, and then a whole rebuttal of what to say when they say, I need to think about it. Just more. Look, guys, and this whole notebook is full. This whole notebook is full. This whole notebook is dedicated, look, your offer's too low. And then a word track on what to say. This is full of notes, sales notes, sales frame. That's very important, framing the phone call. I might make a video on some of these notes. But the point is, like, this whole notebook is, most of it is filled. This is all notes about wholesaling real estate, sales scripts. You need to write the stuff down, study it, know it like the back of your hand. I could say my intro to my script like the back of my hand because I've wrote it down so many times and I've said it so many times. You have to get comfortable with your script to where you could say it like the back of your hand. Like, you have no issue. You're very, very comfortable and you know what you're talking about. All right, word tracks, just went over that. Word tracks, write them down. Andy Elliott says tattoo them on your heart, right? Or tattoo them on your brain. He says tattoo them on your heart. But like impress them on your brain, in your subconscious, to where you could just say it I know some of Andy Elliott's word tracks, like when he says, I need to think about it. Of course you need to think about it. I haven't given you enough information not to think about it. What I like to do is just go give you a 10-minute proposal of all the facts and figures. That way, when you go home tonight, you truly do have something to think about. Yeah, and then I think he said something else, but that's an Andy Elliott word track that I memorized. Memorize these things, write them down, right? If you're willing to do what the average person is not willing to do, you could get anything you want out of this life. You're going to get what the average person cannot get. But don't not do things because you think they're weird or because other people say they're weird. You should be doing things because normal people think they're weird. A normal person would see that notebook and you're like, oh, you're tripping. You're doing too much. I was waking up at 3 a.m. every day writing those word tracks, saying my scripts over and over and over again, writing it on my whiteboard, saying it over and over again until I fully understood it, until I fully knew what I was saying and I was fully comfortable. And now every day I'm calling, hammering the phones, saying the script, saying it in a different way, saying it with a different tonality, practicing using different tonalities. I'm telling you, you have to be obsessive. You have to do what normal people aren't willing to do. Normal people aren't willing to just get in the habit, because we're going to talk about it in a minute, but you want to detach from the results and you want to get used to doing things for the change of who you are. That's why you're doing something. You're not trying to get a result. You're going to get the result, but you need to change. I was doing things that were hard because I knew most people, that's why I was doing it, because I knew most people weren't doing it. I would do things solely because other people thought I was doing too much. Yes, that means I'm doing it right. If they think I'm doing too much, that means I'm doing just enough. That means I'm doing it right. All right, objection handlers, same thing, word tracks. It's basically the same thing. Write down your objection handlers. Write down your top 10 most common objections and write down how you respond to them. I got the 10 most common objections. I give them to my students. It's in the file. If you want to become a student, if you want me to help you get your first wholesale deal in 90 days or less, right? If you've never got a wholesale deal and you're struggling to get it, I could help you get your first wholesale deal for free. I'm not going to pay me and then you're not going to have to pay for marketing. You're not going to have to do any of that. Just pay me, show up every day into the meetings, daily meetings, 2 hours a day. Plus, I'm readily accessible 24/7. Call me anytime. Real deal mentorship. My prices are going to go up very, very soon, though. I got 2 interviews coming up, 2 or 3. One student, I need to get an interview from him. He already closed his first deal. But if you want to become a student, just email me or DM me on Instagram. All that information is going to be in the description below. All right, and learn to explain everything. Explain. You have to be able to know what you're talking about. When you're on the phone with them, you have to be able to, what company do you work with? You have to be able to rebuttal to that or overcome that. That's an objection handler. What company do you work with? We're actually a group of private I was about to say investigator. We're actually a group of private investors. We buy houses in this area specifically to fix and flip or to keep them as rentals. We're just looking to add a few more right now. Yeah, but what's the name of your company? We're just a group of private investors. We're a group of private investors. We don't really have a particular LLC, but for this property, we might make one. And we might assign it into a LLC that we make. But yeah, we're just a group of about 3-4 private investors. We just work together, partner together to buy these properties. They're like, oh, okay. For real, you just say that and they'll be like, oh, okay. Because you just got to say things with confidence. Don't back down from their objections. They'll be like, oh, I don't, and trying to make up a company. Lie and make up a company. Don't lie. Be real. We're just a group of private investors. We don't have a company name. We just partner together to buy houses, to fix and flip, or to keep them as rentals. We're just looking to add a few more right now. I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, they're like, oh, okay. Every time. What's your process? You have to be able to explain that. What's your process? Well, Mr. Seller, the process for this phone call is I'm just going to ask you a few questions. I got an underwriter working right next to me. After I ask you these questions, he's writing up a CMA report right now, which is just a comparable market analysis. Just basically saying what the price per square foot is in that area, in that neighborhood, seeing what investors are buying houses for in that area. By the end of this phone call, after I give him all the information that you gave me, he's gonna say yay or nay. It's like, yes, we wanna buy this property, or no, we don't. And if we do wanna buy the property, then he'll have me give you an offer. Okay, and then what after that? They say, what's the process after that? Well, if we make an offer, we come to an agreement on price. Basically, I'm just gonna send out a simple offer letter, just a simple 2-page agreement saying that we're gonna buy your house for this price. Once we get that approved, we send it over to a title company. They're gonna start running title. It takes about 2 weeks on average for them to run title. If that comes back clear, we're gonna send one of our partners out just to do a quick walkthrough of the property, just make sure everything is the way you said it is on the phone. And yeah, as soon as title comes back, they'll mail you a check or they'll wire you the money. You know, we'll schedule a closing date. Just have confidence when you say that. Right? Just be able to explain your process. What is your process? Who do you work for? Why are you calling me? Be able to like let that just roll off your shoulders and just explain to them, hey, no big deal. Like, I'm just calling you and this is why I'm calling. You know, if we're not a good fit, I always say, here's a good word track. Look, if at any time you feel like we're not a good fit, let me know. Won't hurt my feelings and I'll do the same. Does that sound fair, Mr. Seller? Just lower their guard. Like, hey, look, if we're not a good fit, it's okay. But hopefully we'll be able to part ways as friends. Is that cool? Just say that, right? Be able to explain everything. Explain your process. Explain who you are. Explain what you do. You need to be able to regurgitate things like you're talking to a third grader, right? Be able to understand things good enough to where you could just explain it to anybody. All right, how to say it. You need to have confidence. The way I'm talking to you right now is the same way you need to talk to the sellers. Right? But you also need to have, all right, so confidence and then calm and positive. No big deal, I wrote under here. No big deal. Calm. We're not excited. We're not needy. Okay? We don't need anything from the seller. Change that perspective around. Everybody, all y'all are calling. That's why you have fear of rejection. You're calling the seller and you're like hoping you get a deal. Like, shut up. Just get on the phone and see if you guys will work together. If you do, awesome. If not, oh well. Detach from the outcome. Like, stop feeling like you need something from the seller because they feel that. And that's what it like turns them on to like reject you. Okay? You don't need anything from the seller. They need you. You're not getting anything from them. They're getting something from you. Okay? You're offering help to them. Hey, I'm trying to help you. If I can help you, awesome. If not, no big deal. I'm glad I met you today. You know, I hope I brighten your day today. Something like that. But be calm and positive. Hey, Mr. Seller, how you doing? I'm doing great. How are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm blessed to be alive, actually. You know, you're the first person to ask me that all day, so I really appreciate that. Okay? Calm, positive, confidence. Explain everything. No big deal. I'm in a good mood, Mr. Seller, and you can't take that away from me. If you let a seller take away your good mood, you have some issues that you need to work out, or like you need to work on that. You need to be infecting them with your positive energy. They shouldn't be infecting you with their negative energy, right? Just understand where they're coming from. They're sellers and they're pissed off because a bunch of amateurs have been calling them, okay? Especially if it's a hot deal. They posted it on Zillow. It's been up there for 5 days. You know how many people called them, bro? They're tired. They're tired of amateur wholesalers coming in and just treating them like a rag doll. So, yeah. Calm, detached, confident, and positive. No big deal. All right, professional, and I wrote /doctor. You need to be guiding them as the professional. They are putting their trust in you as the professional. And you need to have that vibe about you. I wrote doctor because when you go into a doctor's office, you can give your doctor, you could show your doctor, your junk, because you trust them that they're a doctor, right? If you're getting a physical, if you're a guy, right? They like cup your balls and tell you to cough. You will let the doctor do that because they're a doctor, you're in a hospital, they're in a doctor's lab coat, they got a thing to hear your heartbeat around their neck. Like, you trust them. You're in a setting and context to where you're the professional. You put your trust in them. They need to feel the same way with you. They trust you because you're the professional, and you need to set that tone, right? Even if they're an investor and they're seasoned and they know what they've been doing this for so many years. I don't care. So have I. And I'm a professional. And this is what I do. Okay? You need to have it in your tone of voice. You're a professional. They can trust you. They need to be able to relax in your guidance. And you need to confidently take that trust and guide them through your sales process. If it doesn't work out or it does work out, either way, you are a professional. You trust your offer that you're going to give. Explain why your offer is the best, even if it's lower than most people. Explain why it's a good offer. Okay? Professional, calm and positive, and confident. That's how you talk. Okay? Also, I didn't have it up here, but master your tonality. A confused tone? A concerned tone? Or a statement tone. I'm making a statement. This is a matter of fact tone. Master your tonalities. An excited tone, or a playful tone. Really? Oh my gosh, Mr. Seller. Playful tone. Just learn how to master that stuff. Okay. Bonus, outcome detachment. I already talked about that. You have to detach. You don't stop being needy when you're on the phone. Mr. Seller, I'm a beginner. Can you help me can you give me your house, please? The hell no. What in the world? I don't think that you trust you. I'm not going to trust you. My house? These are people's houses, guys. Mr. Seller. Oh, no. It's okay, Mr. Seller. It's okay. We could do that. No. Stop it, bro. Stop being needy. Yeah, that's no problem, Mr. Seller. Well, if you're not giving me what I'm asking, then, hey, totally understand, Mr. Seller. At the end of the day, it's not me that's going to be coming up with the offer. It's my underwriters working right next to me. After I ask you a few questions, if it seems like something they'd like to put their money into, they'll have me give you an offer. Does that make sense, Mr. Seller? Does that sound fair? I'm confident. I don't care if he rejects me. I don't care. I do not care. So that's the next thing, rejection. Sometimes you just need to get told to F off. Sometimes you need people to hang up in your face for you to realize, dude, who cares? It's not that bad. I want to say it's amazing and it baffles me, but it doesn't baffle me because I've been there. I know the fear of rejection. I know what it's like. You're scared to give a lowball offer because you're scared of what they're going to say. But it's like at the end of the day, you're never going to talk to them again. Who cares? This is your job. This is how you make money. Give them the freaking offer. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But at least now they have an offer and you gave them an experience and they'll remember you. You'd be surprised at how many people come crawling back. Is your offer still good? The seller comes back like that. Is your offer still... Somebody texted my student today. I uploaded a video. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it's titled Delusional. A delusional seller. She said, I'm going to report you and da-da-da-da-da. And I don't care about this. I don't care about that. I don't care about you. You're going to get reported. And I was like, okay, man, well, that's fine. You can totally report me, but it was still a pleasure talking to you. If anything changes, let me know. You have my number. That same lady who was going crazy and hated me texted us. And she was like, hey, look, I'm sorry for overreacting last time. Is your guys' offer still good? You'd be surprised at how many times that happens. That happens all the time. So don't be afraid to give a lowball offer. It's our job. Get over it, y'all. But yeah, sometimes you just need to go in and know that you're going to mess up. So the other thing I have down here is a cold plunge. It's like jumping into a cold plunge. You can't just slowly get in. You have to just jump in. Like just plop in the cold water. Just go into the phone call. Start dialing before you're ready. Ringing before you're ready. You don't know. Just freaking go. And know that 9 times out of 10, you're going to mess up. And it's okay. So you have that confidence now. You're detached from the outcome. Matter of fact, you're expecting the outcome to be rejection. So you're okay with it. Just get over it. Have some people curse you out. Have some people hang up on you. It's okay. Just go through it and you'll grow through it and you'll get over it. Practice. Same thing. Practice. Do it over and over and over again. Get rejected over. You don't know how many times I've been rejected. You don't know. Thousands of times I have been rejected. Okay? By cold calling, by girls, by business partners, everything. I've been rejected, y'all. And rejection is so powerful. You need to adopt the mindset of, like I said, detach from the outcome, but get attached to change. I want you to reject me because that's going to cause me to grow. That's going to help me to practice dealing with rejection. I'm not worried about the outcome. I'm worried about me changing and getting better because I know that as I get better, more deals come, more money comes, more relationships come, all of it. It just comes, right? The money, all that. So focus on getting the reps in, getting the reps in. You're not going to go to the gym one time and be jacked. You go to the gym multiple times consistently over a long enough period of time to where now the results start to show. And people say, how do you do it? There's no secret to getting jacked, bro. You just work out hard, consistently, and eat right. That's the same thing with this. There's no secret to this. It's just doing it over and over and over again and getting over it. Okay? And I wrote guidance/leader. Same thing with professional/doctor. They just need to trust your guidance and your leadership. And you need to trust yourself. Learn what to say, learn how to say it, and have confidence in it. And be able to hold their hand all the way through the sales process, all the way to the closing table. Follow up with them consistently. Don't have outbursts. Just work with people, okay? Learn how to guide people, learn how to talk to people, learn how to carry a conversation, okay? Make it feel natural. I know I say memorize the script, which you should, but also learn just how to have a normal conversation. Learn how to not be awkward. It's okay to be awkward at first, right? You're going to be awkward at first, but now learn through it, grow through it, get through it. Learn how to not be awkward anymore. Learn how to stay in the awkwardness and don't run from it. Don't avoid it, okay? So this is how to get over the fear of cold calling. In a nutshell, to really how to get over the fear of cold calling, you just do it over and over. You do a cold plunge every single day. You just do it. Before you're ready, before you know what to say, who cares if you don't know what to say? Get over it. You need to conquer the fear. Cold plunge every single day. In a nutshell, if you get anything from this, just cold call every day and look forward to getting rejection. Count your rejections, how many rejections you get every day. Count it for the month. How many rejections did I get this month? And I'm not joking. If it sounds like I'm doing too much, good. If it sounds like too much to you, then you're a loser, right? But if you're willing to do more than what the average person is doing, awesome. You're going to be a winner. Count your rejections for the month. Get used to being rejected to where it doesn't bother you anymore. Okay, now that that's out the way, learn what to say, how to say it. Get comfortable on the phone, get comfortable holding a conversation, get comfortable explaining yourself and your process and who you are and what you do to where it's not a big deal anymore, okay? This is how to get over the fear of cold calling. If you got any value out of this video, make sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe. If you want to add me on Instagram, Details are going to be in the description. If you want my script and my contract that I use for wholesaling real estate, just email me. My email is going to be in the description, or add me on Instagram, DM me on Instagram. If you want to become a student, like I said, daily, one-on-one coaching, 90 days, you get a deal in 90 days or less. I make sure you get a deal in 90 days or less. You just can't quit, okay? I'm gonna be doing the work with you. I'm gonna be working with you every single day. You're gonna have a community that we all meet in the morning every single day for 2 hours, cold calling together, answering questions, going over your deals, analyzing your deals, things like that, all right? If you want to join that, just DM me on Instagram or email me. All that information is going to be in the description below. Peace, y'all. Stay motivated.